Finally got it working again. Holy fucking shit. I finally got it working. Finally got it working. Finally got it working. Sorry, I had to make sure the mic is working as well. Welcome to my movie review on Death Sentence, directed by James Wan, starring Kevin Bacon, John Goodman, and that's it. That's the review. So, jeez, I didn't actually look at the side of this that much. Yeah, made in the year 2007. Yeah, so this is a revenge movie. Yeah, directed by James Wan. And that's it. Anyway, basically what the plot of Death Sentence is, you got this guy played by Kevin Bacon, who's a family man. He's, loves his wife. He's got these two kids, one's slightly older than the other. One's gonna go off to college and play like football or some shit. And essentially, like, he's a happy guy. He works in an office, works as a businessman, and there's a great montage at the start of the movie where he's like videoing his kids. So essentially, he's coming back, driving home with his son, his oldest son, and they're talking about college, and he's talking about going to this country, and he was talking to his wife about it. And essentially, what ends up happening is they stop at this gas station, petrol station. Especially Kevin Spacey, Jesus Christ. Kevin Bacon is in the car. He's there putting gas in, I believe. And then these fucking robbers come in, like, get on the fucking ground, yeah, whatever, with machetes and guns. And like, oh god, oh my god, oh my god. And then they shoot the shopkeeper, I believe, yeah. And then they go, kill this guy, kill the guy. And then one of them ends up slicing and murdering Machete, and the son, Kevin Bacon, comes in, I believe gets shot or attacked, and they run off. Tries to call an ambulance. Ambulance comes. His son dies in hospital, leaving Kevin Bacon and his family depressed. They go to the funeral. Essentially, what ends up happening is they want to try and find the guy who done it. When they do, they're in court. Kevin Bacon pretends that he says that he didn't do it. They're like, we can put this guy away for a long time if you just point him out to us, And he's like, it wasn't him. It's like, no, he didn't do it. So he lets him away free. And then the bad guys are planning to do things like rob places, do drugs, all this other kind of shit. They go to this bar as well. And they're led by John Goodman, who's not led by it, but he's the main gang member's father. And essentially, Kevin Bacon does that because he wants to get revenge himself. He wants to Charles Bronson the shit and fuck people up. And basically go on a killing spree, revenge. Killing spree. Oh, my balls, lads. Do you ever get that with your balls fucking stick to you? Pain in the bollocks. No pun intended. So essentially, he goes to confront them, but then nothing happens, and then he starts killing off each of the gang members one by one. But obviously that antagonizes them, and the gang members start coming after him and trying to kill him and do things like bring bombs into his fucking workplace and do all this kind of shit. And he kind of creates a war with them. Eventually, later on in the movie, the gang breaks into his house, murders his wife, and injures his son. His son's in hospital. So, and Kevin Bacon gets shot and injured. And the cops are like there to try and like protect them. And then there's cops outside, but they get their fucking throats slit. So eventually Kevin Bacon goes and buys guns off John Goodman, shaves his head, and then goes on a killing spree, giving everybody a death sentence in a really gory fucking scene. honestly kind of reminded me of The Punisher because it's a similar kind of story. And that's the movie in a nutshell. The son lives, Kevin Bacon gets shot, shaves his head, sits next to the villain. Yeah. So that's the movie in a nutshell. It's 2 hours, goes by like that. It's really crazy. It's really fast. It doesn't feel like 2 hours. Because the movie runs at a steady pace. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this movie. Um, I like James Wan as a director. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of him. I saw it's okay. Insidious 1 and 2, yeah, fine. I haven't seen two, I don't think. I've seen one, yeah. I like the first one. Conjuring 1 and 2, I absolutely love. Aquaman's decent enough, but this I love. This is a great movie. Great action film. It has that kind of grindhouse feel to it. Like it has that kind of grainy, dark, kind of 2007 look. It kind of has the same look as the movie Shoot 'Em Up. Um, I love it. And one of the great things is the story. The movie starts off like with basically video footage of him and his kids, and he's just a normal guy. He's not a cop. He's just a normal guy that works in an office job that was at the wrong place in the wrong time and goes on a killing spree. Um, I like the scenes between him and the kids at the beginning. You know, they're like, "Yeah, like stop, you stop," and they're kind of arguing. It's like, guys, stop arguing. You know, and then him and his son are talking in the car, like, "You want to go to that college?" And then you kind of get the little foreshadowing. It's like, "Yeah, I'd like to do that." And then he talks to the wife about it. It's like, "Oh God, that's terrifying," you know, in the bed. And then like there's a guy in a fucking fast car going. He's like, "God, what's with that reckless driving?" You know. Um, and then the scenes, like, and the one thing I love is the use of practical effects. So we cut to that scene. He's putting the gas in. You know, he's just doing things, getting um money and shit, and the robbers go, get on the fucking ground, come on, come on. And it's like, slice that motherfucker. They shoot him, and Kevin Bacon runs in, and then they slice the guy, and the son, he's like, come on, call an ambulance, and it's bloody, and then they get to the hospital, and you just get this scene with no music where the wife breaks down. Then you get the scene with the whole fucking funeral, and then the courtroom scene's like, did he do it? It's like, no, it wasn't him. He's looking, no, it wasn't him and stuff. And then every time he goes back to the office, like, my condolences. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's We're coping well and stuff like that. But I really like the villains. The villains are these despicable dickheads that you love to hate, and that's what you want in a revenge movie. You want them to get their comeuppance, you know. Um. Oh shit, my hand's bleeding. Oh, my arm is bleeding. Maybe I need a death sentence. Anyway, so there's these great scenes where the gangsters are like talking and like, "Oh yeah, man, I was let free" and stuff, and then Kevin Bacon goes and spies on them and stuff. Um, and like, yeah, he's got away with it and stuff like that. And then there's that scene with John Goodman talking to his son, to his son and stuff. "Oh, I'm John Goodman, you want to do that?" And it cuts back to him a lot. And he plays a slimy fucking character as well, but he done a great fucking job with it. I love the scene later on where Kevin Bacon goes to buy the guns off him. It's like, "What do you want?" "I want this, that, the other," and stuff. And he shaves his head, looks like a bad. It's like, "You're really gonna buy guns off the guy who killed my son? You really gonna kill my son with that gun?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't want trouble." Then he walks off. I love that. I like how different it is to other revenge movies. It kind of follows a little bit of a different formula. I like how it wasn't the entire family at the beginning that got killed. It's like later on, because there's a lot of scenes afterwards where the family are alive, coping, watching videos, and in the house and stuff. Really nice house, and rewatching old family videos. There's this really incredible, powerful scene where Kevin Bacon's having a shower and he's just like breaking down emotionally crying, and his wife is there comforting him. And he comes in hugging, he's like, and it's just one of those powerful scenes. He's like, "Oh, I want to do something," and then like there's a scene where it's like, "Please don't tell me you've done anything. Revenge isn't the answer. Like that's not what you're gonna do." It's like, "I don't know." It's like it's not gonna bring him back and all that. It's like, I don't know, but I might do it. I might kill him or whatever. And then you also have the other son who is like, you always favored him over me and stuff. He goes to like the place where it happens, like, come on, get away from there, get the fuck away from there. And they drive and he tries to bond with him and stuff. Um, but then Kevin Bacon goes to one of the gang members and gang's like, what the fuck do you want, man? Get the fuck away from me and stuff like that, and starts pushing him. And essentially Kevin Bacon ends up like strangling him and killing him and then kind of walking off and going on his day-to-day business. And they're like, yeah, it was that guy. He killed one of our men, because they're suspicious of him. And then they run after him, like start shooting at him. And there's this amazing scene. It's this scene right here where they're running after him. He's kind of jumping over things and they're shooting. And he's fucking running away. And it's just great, intense chase scene. The scene he kind of then he's running through like a underground car park and they're shooting. Then he gets in the car and he's driving away and fucking um all that. And then like he's jumping from like one part of the car park to another. And then like they're like, where is he? And they're trying to look for him. And then the car drives and then he ends up throwing one of the cars off with one of the villains in it, and it ends up blowing up and he ends up killing a few of them. And it's just really long shot chase scene. They're looking for him and then he drives the car off, killing them. And then like I think he gets shot at in the car, and then someone like is trying to attack him and he shoots them, and he just kills a lot of them. I also love the scene when he shaves his head at the end and like you know um what's it? Yeah, he shaves his head at the end and shit, and he goes on the killing spree and he gets suited up and has the hat on and he's trying to be like subtle, and he goes shoots people, and then get this amazing shootout where he's like and blows a fucking guy's leg off and goes flying. He shoots them, and then he shoots the main villain, and he's like, "See, you're just like us." And then the guy's bleeding, and Kevin Bacon's there, and he sits down, and there's this amazing scene, and then the end of the movie, he's like, "Oh, your son, he's gonna pull through," and they're back at the house, and his son survives, and all of that. So I love that. I also love the scene where he ends up in hospital, um, and they wake up and he's like, "Oh shit, like what's happening? I gotta see if he's okay." He's like, "No, you need to stay here." He's like, "I gotta see if he's okay." I'm like, you really like him because he's a dedicated father. It's like your wife is dead, but your son survived. It's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" and stuff. And I really like that. I also really like the intense scene where the guy goes in with a bomb. The black guy goes in like with a bomb. They're like, you gotta check that guy. And Kevin Bacon stops him. I can't remember if he kills him or whatever, but or he opens up the briefcase and it says something like your family's next. He's threatening them like you're next, but it's such an enthralling dark plot. Like it's a dark movie. The gore in it is amazing. Like the loads of fucking gunshots and fucking blood and practical effects. There's that great scene where John Goodman meets his son underneath an alleyway, and you actually see Billy the puppet um graffitied like a nice little Easter egg to James Wan's other films. But the editing, the direction, the action sequences are done really well. The gore, I like the bits in the bar. I think there's a part where like he gets annoyed at the barman. He's like, "Where is he?" He's like, "No one goes to see him or whatever." I want to know where he is right now. That kind of shit. It's like, okay, okay. He's like, I want to know where he is, and he goes in to talk to him, and then, but like, because he wants to see John Goodman's character, he goes and talks to him. He's like, I didn't do it, and all that kind of shit, and threatens him and all that. Or no, doesn't threaten him. Buys guns off, and it's like, I don't know. No one's allowed to see him. He's like, get the fuck out of here, man. And he's like, I want to see him right now. Um, but it's a really engaging plot. I like how people are like, "Oh, sorry for your loss" and stuff. Um, what else? Just that great scene where the cops like, "Right, we're gonna protect you," because one of the female detectives like, "Wait, are you saying they kill him? Did you kill him?" And she keeps going to him and questioning him. And there's scenes where they're in the hospital, And then she goes, "Look, you better not start a war. Just leave me out of it. Like, we'll stay here for the night." It's like, "Come on, please. I need you to protect us. Like, my family's in danger and stuff." He says it after being threatened. It's like, "Well, you better not start a war." And like just that kind of constant back and forth and the scenes in the police station. I really like the music as well. It's effective. Um, I like the tonal shift at the start of the film. Um, I'm bleeding. Oh shit. Anyway, um, so basically, then, uh, cop is there, protective. Their kids there playing video games, watching videos and stuff, and then eventually they're like, "Are you there? Are you there?" And then there's this great shot of the two fucking cops had their throats slit. And then the robbers break in, tie the family up, beat Kevin Bacon up. Then Kevin Bacon tries to stop one of them, ties up the family, kicks the shit out of the son, shoots the wife. He's like, "No," and all that. And it's like, you just really want to see these bad guys die. But um, what's his face? What is this fucking James Wan done on a technical level is great. The great chase scene, as I said, in the underground car park with the whole car exploding, the use of practical effects, I thought was excellent. This print of the Blu-ray is in excellent quality. I love when he has the shotgun and all the other types of guns, the handgun, all the other types. Um, Kevin Bacon done such a great job acting like happy, natural performance at the beginning, like a father at the start, and then like a badass action hero, kind of Charles Bronson type in the end. And the revenge type and the depressed guy that lost everything. He just done a great job. Um, I would give the movie a 10 out of 10. I really enjoy it. Do I have any issues with it? Um, no. Contains strong bloody violence and vigilante theme. That's the fucking obviously it's vigilante shit. Um, I like the part, as I said, where the guy shoots John Goodman in the head. The son's like, "Yeah, fuck you, dad," you know. And they done a great menacing villain, psychopath. Um, protects what's yours, yeah. So I think, yeah, that's all I really have to say. Thrilling movie. I agree with that review. Brilliantly sustained, sea edge suspense, and the goriest of thrills. Honestly, I'm gonna recommend this to my friends Sterling Rivera and Jackal Goldkick. Maybe I feel like they'd like this movie. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but yeah, um, really great film. And honestly, I think that's it for the review. Um, so that was my movie review of Death Sentence. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later, and bye.